Hey guys, I am back with another video. I just wanted to give you guys an update what's been going on. There's been a lot going on still. We are still isolated out in the country, but thankfully we are not in the vicinity of these terrorist stalkers that we've been dealing with. We are still being stalked and harassed by the local police department. They have still been following me out here and even coming out here every night trying to break and enter and destroy property. They have already destroyed 2 bags of dog food while I've been here and poisoned those, and even have tampered with my groceries. Brooklyn has the one that has been coming down here. She has driven outside city limits to follow me. Despite me moving to get away from her, she has come out here every day and even tampered with my groceries, like I mentioned. We have video proof of that, of more puncture wounds, of my bell pepper and onions, and she has messed with other groceries. Documenting puncture wounds in my frozen bell pepper blend. These were not like this when I bought them from H-E-B. They were perfectly sealed and had air in them, but as you can see, there is one right there. There is another one right here. And then there is another one at the top. Documenting more puncture wounds on my frozen peas and carrots. Once again, they did not come like this when I bought them. These are done along the back, and if you notice, there's a pattern. They do about 3 of them on each one. This one was done sneakily in the back. There is one right there. There is another one. And then the other one. This one was done at the top. And then another one right here. It's pretty sad that I moved far away to get away from these people, and they still follow me out here and are still retaliating and harassing me and still trying to break and enter, despite me having to board up the place and set little traps so they don't come in. They still like to push the boundaries, and it's a game to these people. They like to come in and see if they can get in and get past the traps and gain access into this place. They have the keys to every lock of this place. I haven't had the locks changed, but I feel like even if I do get those changed, they'll just hire a locksmith and still try to gain access. These people are relentless. They have nothing else better to do with their lives or careers. I guess that's what happens when you get caught and are being investigated for your heinous crimes. Also, Brooklyn has tried to steal more of my mail. My microchip was remailed for the dog to my parents' address, and we even got that on the informed delivery of the postal service, and it was taken out of the mailbox. And so she is still trying to get ownership and claim ownership of my dog and possibly kidnap him and to change the microchip into her name, which she can't, because I already put a note in with the microchip company. So if anyone were to do that, they'd have to go through me, and then they'd have to go through my mother, and there's still a note on there that no one else is allowed to have take ownership. So it's a failed attempt on her end, but she's still committing mail fraud and mail theft now. This is the second time. She was caught the first time, but she did it again. These people think they run the town. They think they run the world. They think they're above the law, and they continue to break the law and break and enter like a bunch of thugs. It is really sad that we have to board up our place and we have to watch over our groceries, our dog's food still, when we've moved away or outside city limits in a gated property, private property in the country, and they still follow me, come out here every night. She even came out last night. I heard one of the cardboard boxes that I have put up on one of the side doors here being moved, and she couldn't gain access in here, but they still try to push the limits and test the boundaries and try to gain access to scare me, to harass me, to harass my dog. A lot of crazy stuff going on. But I'm not scared. I just think it's ridiculous that these people are not being held accountable. Well, they are in a sense because they're being investigated and other things that I cannot talk about. But still, the fact that they're allowed to still come out onto private property, follow me outside city limits. You know, I counted, it's 12 minutes away from my last apartment and 6.5 miles that they drive and waste their gas for a 30-minute trip, round trip, just to stalk and harass me. And she comes out here every night. I document all of this in my chat GPT, and we are still documenting all of the evidence too. I have a whole freezer full of evidence of things that they've tampered with. They've even come in and tampered with my Bath and Body Works mist that my mom had got me, new ones. Any new thing I get, they try to come in here and destroy. I heard she even put my toothbrush down the toilet and used that to scrub the toilet while I was asleep. They even come while I'm in the shower. It sucks that I'm a heavy sleeper. I would think I would hear this, but they're very sneaky and quiet when they come in. But I know they've come in when I'm in the shower, and I keep the dog in the shower with me because I do not trust these people, what they've tried to do with my dog and everything. And this woman has even abused my dog, and not just by the poisoning, but at my last place. It's just really sick that an animal abuser and these people are now trying to poison me. And I honestly don't care. Like with the groceries, I'm gonna still eat them. I don't, if something happens, something happens. I'm not gonna live my life in fear like these people want me to. If something does happen to me, if I magically end up dead with poisonings, we know who did it, who has access to the place, who has been on the property multiple times. She has even gone as far as being so petty. I have a little garbage can outside where I put my pet waste for my dog's trash, and she's even like dumped that out all on the porch and stomped on it. Documenting this, somebody had knocked over this trash can that was in the corner and put all the Bobo's poop bags on the porch. In order to just try to intimidate and retaliate. But it doesn't scare me and it doesn't hurt me at all. It is honestly just so juvenile, and their tactics are so tired. I've been dealing with this for so long, and enough is enough. These people need to be held accountable, and they belong in federal prison with the other thugs, because that's what they are. Just a bunch of thugs with badges, and probably gonna soon be without badges because they are under investigation. I am staying strong, and I'm just hanging in here. I miss all of you. I miss my old life, in a sense, the normalcy that I had back then, and my new life. It's not, you gotta be very mindful of your surroundings and be mindful of what you consume, because these people like to tamper with all my products, all my beauty products still. But I don't let that get in the way of anything. I still buy more, and I still use whatever they have put in there because I haven't had any reactions yet. But it makes a lot of sense now, because earlier this year I was getting lots of styes, and I didn't know that she was going to my place and she was putting stuff in my mascara and stuff. And I now know, like, it all makes sense that why I was having some of these adverse reactions, because they were in there tampering with my cosmetics. And it's just really sick that these people have nothing else better to do than follow me, stalk me, mess with my belongings, my dog's food, and now trying to take the dog's microchip information again for the second time. It just shows you how juvenile and sadistic these people really are, especially Brooklyn. She deserves to pay for what she's done, and she deserves to be in prison for her actions. Hopefully justice will prevail and she will be in an orange jumpsuit where she belongs. And I just want to put her face out there to show you guys this is the person that is an animal abuser, that likes to also poison people, break and enter, and private property. Despite me moving to get away from her, she still is following us, coming out here every night, has nothing else better to do, and is a really sick, sadistic woman. Someone that does that is not well in the head. But we are still being stalked and harassed despite moving away and trying to live in peace and move on with my life. These people have continued to terrorize me like a bunch of terrorists because they have been caught doing some heinous crimes against me and others as well. And the truth is all going to prevail, and I can't wait for you all to see what our local police department, how corrupt and disgusting these individuals are. I love you all. Thank you all who watch my videos, and for the nosy ones who like to watch me as well. I hear there's a lot of old co-workers that like to watch, so hello. I am doing well still despite all of this, and I'm gonna stay strong. I am in a lot better place because I am not near them constantly, but they still come out here and surveillance me. The whole place is bugged too. I forgot to mention, they bugged my place illegally, like they did my apartment through the bathroom as well. They still surveillance me and take pictures of me in the bathroom and through the ceiling fans and all over the place. They monitor every little thing. There is no privacy in this place. So these people are really voyeuristic and really perverted, gross people. They are just the most vile people I've ever encountered in my life. And that says a lot. But we are hanging in there. We love you all. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned.